Welcome to Advanced TV. I'm Louise Pennell, joined by Richard Christensen from Chandelier Creative.
And I'm here to talk about how to market a brand overseas.
What inspires you?
The stuff that we don't know how to do, unexpected delight and contagious optimism and color. And I like to say that this company's been founded on a combination of The Muppet Show and Dynasty. It's this sort of frenetic, fantastic, contagious energy that's very Australian actually, and that optimism's very Australian, and I think that's what it is.
How do you stay ahead of the curve?
You travel a lot, you look at what's going on, you go to as much stuff as possible, and you sort of soak up as many references as you can. You know, running a company like this one where our core currency is creativity, I think my biggest responsibility is to create an environment that lets people be creative.
What have been your most successful branding projects?
You know, financially we've had some big, very successful, big American companies that we've done good work for. America's a funny place because people here are very conservative and very scared of offending people, and you know, so that I think most of the work that we feel really proud of is work that we've done in China or in Europe, where people are a little bit more happy to experiment. There's less of an opportunity to take risks, but part of that's justified. You're talking to a much bigger audience and reaching a lot more people.
Where do you start when someone comes to you with a brand for the US market?
America is a big country, and it does take a lot to penetrate this country in a big way. If you don't have the big dollars, you have to be smarter and faster and try to do something that's a little bit outside the box to make an impact. So that's sort of where we start, is what can we do that is a little bit different from what's being done now.
What are some of the biggest mistakes companies make when launching their brand in the US market?
The biggest mistake that I've seen companies make is sort of not, just sort of step back and take a chance to listen and to look at what other people have done. Advertising in this country is so expensive that I think you really need to have an audience, and you need to tell your story and look at what's going on. Look closely and talk to people.
Can you start the marketing process from Australia?
Yes, you can, and there's lots of great people who have done that. I think the ones that have done it the best have people on the ground here as well, though. Or a really good relationship with an agency or someone who is local, because the nuances of marketing and especially PR in this country requires some sort of on-the-ground action.
What have been the most successful rebranding campaigns in the last few years?
Australian ones, I mean, there's, I think Sports Girl in Australia has done a really good job of sort of, not necessarily rebranding, but certainly repositioning themselves. I think in this country, Pepsi's done a great job last year and the year before with their refresh campaign, which was really good. And I think that the key to that, both those situations actually, and I could keep rattling them off, is that they produced not just an ad, and they didn't just redesign a logo. They produced content that people wanted to talk about. And I actually think that's one of the key things in this country, is it's one thing to produce something, but it's another thing altogether to produce something that people talk about. And that's where the money is. That's, if we can do anything, it's producing something that people want to tell their friends about, because then you've done a good job.